Hey, Sassy fam, welcome to your Sunday check-in. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. What's up? No real notes around here, which is a good thing, right? We're still taking it easy. We're still relaxing. We're still recovering, which is good. So nice, easy pace for myself, around the house, that kind of thing. But I have to admit, we just started the process. It's just beginning to pick up the activities around daughter going back to school. But it's cool stuff. So it's neat to see the changes and the kind of stuff that we need to do this year compared to the years prior. So she signed up to so many new things this year. It's just exciting. It's exciting to be her. It's so cool. Like, I still need to get her outfitted for violin since she's picking that up this year, and then dance as well. And I used to take her to dance lessons when she was much, much smaller, but we kind of put that aside, and she wants to get back into that. She chose Latin as her language course study, which personally, that pleased me a lot, I have to admit. In my study days, I don't know. It's something about I wanted to try out as many languages as possible. So I did study Spanish. I also studied French, and I also studied German, which was really good. The German language was pretty easy, but by far, it'd be easy. Not that I mean to dismiss it. It's just the verbiage, the syntax, and the delivery is very, very similar to English. But by far, my favorite language was Latin. So I'm not going to lie, I'm a little flattered that she chose that one. That was cool because I had so much fun with Latin. Honestly, it's a really fun language. But yeah, so I'm just excited for her and all the opportunities she has coming up this year. But her biggest thing that she's super excited about is advanced math. Oh boy. She's just a little math bug. She loves it. She can't consume enough of it. So that's cool. It's exciting for her. So she's playing into her strengths, and she's also trying new things. And this is fantastic. It's just exciting. It's got to be so exciting to be a kid growing up in these times. You have more available to you now than compared to, say, when I was growing up. Let me tell you. What is it? What is it, Cinnabon? Am I seeing a baby? Am I seeing a bear? What's up, pumpkin? What's up? No. I know you can't have those. Those mamas. That's the mamas. You want to say hi to everybody? I appreciate that. You're going to get the biggest bath ever on Saturday. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. We've had so much rain. A lot of rain. And she also has her summer shed. Now, because of the surgery, I am physically incapable of maneuvering, because I would typically do it myself. Everything from bath to de-shedding to nail trimming, that's fine. I have no problem with that. It's time consuming, but I'd rather do it myself. But there's no way. There's no way. there's no way I can do that with Cinnamon while I'm still recovering. So you're going to get the biggest bath ever. You're getting the works, honey. You're going to sparkle. You're going to smell like a fresh puppy. Yes, you are. On Saturday. Yes. She knows what bath means. And she's looking at me like, yes, you are. What is that? Honey, seriously. Okay, between the humidity and the dirts and the muds and your shed, let's not even get started on your shed, which is not your fault. Okay, it's natural to you. I know. But still, we got to take care of it, honey. You're going to feel so much better. You don't even know. You don't even know. You're going to feel so... She won't. Just like stop talking to me. Okay. Speaking of which, let's get to it. You guys, today we're going to do a general overview of what I call a 369, like always with the Sunday check-in, okay? Baseline read only, no clarifiers. However, I will do some advice cards, oracles, and maybe some charms too, yeah? Let's see here. Like always, your sign will be timestamped in the description box as well as the comments. I got you. You guys. Oh, and P.S. next week. What is next week? What are we doing next week? We're doing the full extended of yours and theirs. And what was really cool about this upcoming week for yours and theirs, like the in-depth, people, you guys have been showing me off-the-grid stuff. It's like, Christina, no, it is not about a significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, the typical opening I give it. It was about this situation, and it was super specific. So I saw some interesting, different things for folks. So that was cool. So I enjoyed them in many ways, okay? But yeah, anyway, I hope that it helps you next week. That's what's upcoming. And there you go, you guys. I will see you at your sign. Leo, you're up first. Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not. Show me, Leo. Show me Leo, please. What's going on? Show me Leo. The Fool. Okay. Eight of Wands. Page of Wands. Okay, a little bit of curiosity here. It looks good. It looks like you're willing to be open. Let's get back to that. Hold on. Knight of Cups, the Magician, the Devil. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. A strong sense of security for you a little further out. You know, what's going on with you? King of Wands, the Four of Wands, relationship energy, wanting to bring it together, happiness, that kind of thing. Okay. The Fool, Eight of Wands, the Page of Wands. You know, you have a little bit of oomph. There's that lovely blast, and it's not too much with the Page of Wands. It's just about right. I like the temperature of it. I do. It feels open, exploratory. I see you putting yourself out there via way of communication, possibly some physical activity, but it looks manageable. You look open, you look bright, you look happy, healthy, and a willingness to kind of explore. Cool. No problem. Whom we're sending out communications to, or who is it coming from, I don't know, but it makes you feel good, lighthearted. As far as I can tell, that's a back and forth exchange. It's not single-sided. So it just feels good to be talking to somebody here. Communication in the general sense, living life, who knows? But I like how you react to it. It feels good. Knight of Cups, the Magician, the Devil. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how far we're taking that devil. Everybody has one, just to be clear. Okay? And if you think you don't have a devil, that's your devil. We all have one. Okay? And the more you know about it, so much the better. Okay? That's just true for everybody. Knight of Cups, the Magician, the Devil. You want this love energy bad. Like real bad. Okay? We're going to want to pull that back a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong. I want you to have good feelings. I want you to have a fair love exchange where you're putting your romantic self, your lovely self into somebody. Clearly, it makes you feel good, right? So that means you want more of it. But when that feeling gets too big, it's going to start to feel a little devilish, especially when it's next door to the Magician like that. I want it real bad. So my advice here, dial it back. If the love expression is on point, you will know sooner rather than later. If you have lack of evidence of it, then you already know. You've started to take it to a weird place of wanting more of it because you're not receiving enough of it. You see how that works? So that's how you know. If the more you're desiring someone else's love, the proof of it, specifically the expression of it, the more you know it's kind of going into a weird place and perhaps you're not getting what you need at the emotional level, okay? Because I want you to have that beautiful flow. I want you to express yourself romantically otherwise. I want you to be vulnerable with somebody. I want you to feel good about it too. That's the whole point about falling in love, guys, is you want to feel good about what you're giving to someone else and not have any hesitation, hang-ups, or feeling really intensely about it. If you're feeling really intensely about it, like you need more, that means you do need more. Perhaps we need to take that manifestation elsewhere or try to be open to someone else. Because if it's this early and you're already starting to get that intense feeling about it, okay, well, let's dial that back a little bit. Because I know you, honey, you can get really invested in this because you feel very intensely about it. Okay? So just be aware of your own particular process here. If you're that person you know you fall in love easily, or you always feel like you're wanting more from the other person, there you go. Okay? When something's developing like this and we're talking and it feels so good, right? But we also feel like I need more proof, I need more evidence. Let me extract some more, let me extract some more, let me extract some more. Okay, then we know it's time to dial it back. Because that's evidence right there you're not getting what you need. Okay? Now, that aside, let's fast forward just a wee bit. 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Not too far from now, and this is already in play, by the way. It's not like it's totally future, like, oh, you didn't know this. No, that kind of energy, 7, 9, and 3, all Pentacle tells me this is stuff that's pre-existing. So I see ongoing effort for you to continue to secure yourself at the financial level for you individually. Okay, you're really into personal development in terms of career, coin, this kind of thing. You seem to be very comfortable navigating it, and it's looking like you're going to hit a kind of busy period that looks like it might be tapering down towards late summer, or let's call it, excuse me, if you're not in the northern hemisphere, let's call it tapering down by September. Okay, but you might be in apex of it now, and you have been, but hopefully it starts to ease down. But it's all good. It's to your benefit. These are all known energies to you. These are all pentacles you've planted and have been personally working and contributing in for some time. So I want you to continue to that growth. It looks very healthy. You're looking very secure in your 3D. This is good. These are good things. Okay, so this is good. I'm glad that you have this in place. It absolutely lends to your sense of self-security, experience, all that good stuff. And I can see that you don't do it alone. You know, you could have a small business, something where clients are involved, multiple contracts, things like this. Okay, I don't know, but good job and congratulations on that steady growth. This is the piece where I can tell that live expression, we want it, we feel it, and it's really starting to grow and dig in and dig in. And I just don't like seeing the devil there. Real love, if it's healthy, grows naturally between two people, and you can both see markers and more or less express the same things at the same time and feel good about it on both sides. You don't get into this weird feeling of, I need more. No. That should already be a fair exchange. So, for that Leo who resonates, ask yourself, is this a fair exchange, or is it just you putting a lot more love on someone than they're giving to you, and then hoping that will change? Okay, something to think about. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice, please. Judgment, Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. We have a lesson here in personal can-do energy, attitude, and that you are very experienced. Okay, we have a lesson here also about basic structure building with the Three of Pentacles. Do not neglect the basics. Now, where did I see the Three of Pentacles for you? When you showed me your kind of 3D reality. Cool, I've dismissed that. This Three of Pentacles is absolutely relating back to here in terms of a lesson that absolutely 100% applies to you. Focus on the basics. The structure basics of getting to know someone. You can call it friendship first. Don't put them in the friend box. That's not what I'm advising. I'm saying friendship first. It's a building structure. Take it easy. Start here and focus on what is being built in terms of contribution. Is it fair? Okay. Getting to know each other. Okay. Understanding your common ground as opposed to putting so much focus on feeling and is it going somewhere emotionally. Let's talk about, is it going somewhere in reality? Because you can't mistake reality. Okay? People can mistake the feeling. I think they feel the same way. And get themselves all worked up about it emotionally and mentally. But we cannot mistake the reality. Someone's either co-structuring with you and it's just beginning and it's starting to look solid. It's starting to take shape and it's becoming consistent. Or it's not. We have a lesson in this already. And it directly ties back to you. So be mindful of the basics. Okay? The basics is what you rely upon to tell you what's going on and inform you about this relationship. Okay? Not it is we're hoping we're feeling and hoping the other person's feeling. So let's be aware of this. Okay? What's going on? I'm not too curious about your timeline. It looks like we just recently opened up towards this. It looks fresh. It feels fresh. Yeah, number 31 for some of you. Bad health. What's that about? Amaze. Oh, okay. So we have experience with this. I'm not saying you have bad health. What I'm saying here is with these two together, they actually make sense. We have a way of getting ourselves mentally and emotionally worked up into a poor state by being confused. Okay. Nothing should make us feel bad and confused and ill. It should make us feel good and happy and making our lives better, okay? It's always like some of you feel like I have bad health around emotional connections and they always leave me confused. You're like, in my 3D world, that's easy. I knocked that out of the park, right? Okay. Yeah, I know. As I said, you knocked that out of the park. The gift, the abundance, the gesture, the opening, the 17, 31, and 43. And the snake, the venomous thoughts. Okay. So, again, don't rely more on what it is you have been able to achieve in terms of this is what I have in my life. This is what I can know to be true. I built it myself. And I can see where sometimes your thoughts attack you, confuse you, and take you off the course of what it is you have managed to secure for yourself. So rely on what it is you have done. You're a stable person. You're experienced, okay? I can see where sometimes if you have been misled in feelings and it's put you into a bad place about feeling about yourself, okay, and confused. I understand that does happen, okay? But just please realize you're worth so much more. Don't let those thoughts get in the way so much, okay? I'm not worried about this timeline. That seems to be active. But when do we start to kind of get more intense about this? Some of you by winter. Okay, so if this has already started and by winter you're wishing you could extract more from the person in terms of emotional security, then you know, okay? You should have known by now if the fundamentals are in place between you two to feel more secure about this, okay? Anything else here, please? Windy day in May. Yeah, on a windy day, perhaps in May, not too long ago. You were opening up and tripping out the door. Who knows? Okay, we have the medallion of Taurus, but in reverse, the incentivizer. Okay, we have Scorpio in reverse, the key word here being passionate. We have the Ten of Pentacles, or the Tree of Life. I can see that that's important to you, particularly your sense of security. The letter O, we have the Stingray in reverse, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But that sense of, we're not skimming along the surface of emotions here. We wish we could go deeper. However, we're not listening to ourselves so much. The seashells in reverse, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, we need to listen to ourselves more, okay, and find our emotional anchor here. The anchor has a couple of different meanings, like most things do. It can either be the thing that anchors you, and we don't want to lift anchor, we're good here, or it can represent stuckness, okay? You need more of an emotional anchor to yourself, and then therefore possibly this. All right, Leo, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Sag, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Like always, take a resting, see if it does not. It just occurred to me, it's like I didn't draw your name out like I typically do. That's all right. It's nice to say Sag sometimes. What's going on? What's going on? Show me Sagittarius, please. Show me Sag. Show me Sag, please. Ten of Swords. Temperance, there you are. Good. Five of Cups. Yeah, you're going to work through that. I understand. Hold on. The Star, the Empress, like the Lovers, like I said, you're going to work through that. Ten of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, very good. Opening, not so much. I can tell that for some of you, disaster struck. Here's the thing. It struck some time ago. You're here. And you're showing me your kind of cleanup work process, which, of course, temperance equals time. Patience, okay, and it's the difficult consolidation of feelings. You're actually showing me that today, which I appreciate. Temperance, it's a misgiving on your power card here about how easy it is. The angel here is tossing around a couple of cups of water. It looks like the most peaceful thing in the world. No, it's actually quite turbulent. So it's interesting how you showed to me what I try to show people all the time. What's in those cups is pain, conflict, hurt, regret, remorse, this kind of thing. Okay. So the fact that it's banking either side of you, actually, this is actually a lot more true to life. It's not easy. This kind of, I'm assuming, an ending, painful one, regret and remorse. Now, Ten of Swords isn't always an ending, but given the severity of this, time has passed. I think this fits the bill a little bit. Okay. Even if it wasn't a full-on ending, there's a heck of a lot of pain. Okay. And we are working through this. We're tossing the waters around, okay? And it gets easier every day. This one's going to be one of those jobs that's not insta-healing. Very rarely is that the case. The more severe it is, the longer it takes, okay? You are doing a good job of that. Trust the process. Trust your process. Give yourself the time and space that you need. This one's difficult, honey. It's difficult, but here's the thing. It doesn't look like a fresh one. It's something that you have been methodically working through for I don't know how long. Okay? The process is taking effect. Trust it. I know because I see it right here. The Star, the Empress, the Lovers. Okay. I don't know who this is to you. There are automatically two energies in here. They both mean a lot to each other. We either know this person or they have yet to be. When they're coming through, I don't know. It's very strong. Right here are 3 power cards. I'm going to tell you what I told Leo. Every single one of these vowel rights should be clarified. But if I did that for you, everybody else gets mad. Okay? I'm not going to do that. So the Star, the Empress, the Lovers. This is high levels of desire, high levels of hope, high levels of empowerment, and a sense of appointment. So the Emperor and Empress have that kind of status energy of appointment. This is designed, this is destined, this is upper level energy. They both have their various respects attached to them. But here we have someone who is very loving and generous, and it's very natural because they know whom to give it to and no one else. Okay, so again, status by appointment. Okay, so the Lovers here, very strong connection. Very. You're important to them. They're important to you. Long sense of desire right here. It's melding, it's mixing, it's influencing, and it's coming up. Again, once more, I don't know who this is to you, if you already know them, or if it's someone that you've yet to meet. I have no reference to time. Let's keep going. 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. You're showing me a little bit of apprehension here about the greater scheme of things, 10 of Cups. There is a sense of concern. Will this fit into a larger dynamic? Will it harmonize? Will it be something greater? And then you kind of turn around and reassure yourself. You're saying, you know what? 9 of Pentacles. I trust myself. I have experience. If this goes somewhere, if it grows, great. Fantastic. I'm here for it. But let's try not to give in to those doubts. Okay? I think that's what you're telling me here. Let's try not to give in to those doubts. You are relying more on who you are at the individual level to kind of tell you what to do. Okay? Experience is going to be very powerful here. Especially if you're... And here's why I'm saying this trust issue, guys. That doesn't happen out of nowhere. Okay. Human beings are born naturally trusting. You have to be. You're dependent on others the moment you're born. So when we start to experience like broken trust and distrust, and we've had to really work hard on ourselves and to recover from things like this, you're going to have, or you're going to be met with apprehension at some point in your life. Are you done with this wound? Are you done healing it? Are you done working through it? Can you trust the process of this? Can you stand on your own and say, you know what? I like where this is going. I trust the progress. Because the 7 of Swords isn't too bad. And given where you're coming from, it could have been a lot more severe, such as the 5 of Swords. Okay? So I need you to trust your own experience here. Whether or not this will mean something more significant. Will they get along with others? Will this be of something of outstanding consequence in my life? Okay. Give it time. Give yourself time. Let's try not to lean into that. Trust yourself at the end of the day. Because this is beautiful. Where it will take you, I don't know. That's what you want to know. But you're saying, you know what? I trust myself. Okay? All right, let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Sag. Powerful influence, of course. Very powerful influence. I really have no sense of your timeline here, except how long this has been taking you. And again, healing like this isn't a rush. It's not a competition. There's a point when we recognize we do need to move things along. And sometimes there's... we recognize moments when we need to pull it back and we're rushing things. So, you know, I just know it's old. I honestly don't know. If it helps you, what we have here is Aquarius season, Taurus Libra. We also have the indication of spring, and then we have the Lovers. So that could be like June to Gemini season. I don't know. I honestly don't. Okay. A lot of power references in there. The Sun, the Knight of Cups, the Hermit, and there it is coming on through. There it is. There it is. There's the beauty and release of love. And it is very healing in nature. The Sun, the Knight of Cups, the Hermit. And now we got Virgo season. Okay, so again, I honestly don't know. But when it comes through, it'll be healing and loving and warm. Okay, an extension of one's true feelings. I don't know if it's happily ever after. But it seems to be impeccably honest. Okay? Sincere. It's beautiful. Whatever that gesture is, whatever the expression is, it comes from a place of love and care and concern. Okay. Oh. We have the letters B, T, P, the dragon, Aries, Leo, Sag, and then the shark in reverse. This is not a survival thing. This is not a power play. It's not about being consumed or threatened. There you go. Okay. You know what? Yeah. I kind of treat the oracles and the timeline things as at will. Sometimes I think signs need it. Other times I don't think they do. I am just a little bit curious. The privileged lady, Empress energy here, positive, not negative. Sometimes the privileged lady is negative. You have the number 12 here. Someone who is seen as a prime catch. But more than that, someone who knows better, the mature woman. So we have a combination here of wisdom, but beauty and youth. It's interesting. On the distant horizon, number 36. Okay. Okay. A little further out. A little further out. Somebody, Empress here. It's feminine energy. Between the beauty of youth, but the wisdom of age. Maturity. At noon. At noon. Ah. November for some of you. Okay. Thank you for that extra push. I appreciate it. Okay. There's some of you, specifically at noon in November, if that helps you. Okay. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Aries, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Aries, please. Like always, take what resonates, leave it does not. Show me Aries. Oh, Knight of Swords. Some of you might be super busy right now. On the go. What's up? Eight of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Ten of Swords. Tower. Five of Cups. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Knight of Swords. I see. So for those of you who are like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I think the Aries I'm looking at, you are too. At least it's developing on you, the knowledge. You've received enough communication at this point to kind of get the lay of the land. Okay, see the writing on the wall? I mean, very much the writing on the wall. Seven of Pentacles, we actually have a lot of accumulated evidence here of something that's a painful subject. I understand that. Three of Swords. There is a sense of rejection in here, but it's been slowly building. But again, that's still the accumulation of evidence just spread out over time. That things aren't right and you don't feel good about it. Either in your material world, your love life, I don't know. But there is a lot of writing on that said wall. Here's what's going to happen with said wall. Ten of Swords, the Tower, the Five of Cups. Yeah, okay. Guys, whatever this is that needs to come down, indeed needs to come down. It seems to be causing more harm than anything else. Okay. It's painful, But we also can't say it's a surprise. You and whomever else might be involved in this, or the situation or circumstance, I honestly don't know. You're showing me a combination of reality and your reaction to it, which is largely negative. But it's also in our best interest, because this is one of those things we don't want it to continue. Whatever it is, however it presents itself, it should not be continued. It's meant to exit. Okay? And I know with the Tower they're suggesting otherwise. Perhaps you hoped it would not be, but you kind of saw this for what it was, just over a long period of time. So again, we can't say we're surprised. You may not know it, but there will be much relief in this. Okay. And I am sorry it's so egregious, but it's almost like with that Five of Cups there, you're saying, yeah, it must go. I'm just sad. I'm just sad. I'm sad. You have a right to be. You have a right to be. Okay? There is a point in your life where I know that whatever it looked like, be it work or in love or something, a goal, a construct between you and someone else, whatever it is, you were able to see it through for a long time, despite whatever pain it caused, that kind of thing. Okay? And I think there is, I'm looking at, you have to ask yourself at some point, do you want to keep that going on? You know? I don't know why we developed a pathway with it. I don't know why it cultivated to a certain point and it reached a top out. That's true. But it's long-standing issues that add up at the end of the day or the end of the year or the end of one's lifetime. It will be a quick thing. You will still mourn it just the same. Part of you regrets it at all. I know. It's all right. It's normal. It's part of the grieving process. And I don't know what it is. I still don't know. But whatever it is, deserves your grief. Okay? Two of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, the Knight of Swords. Okay. You're kind of saying, it happened. I still don't know how I feel about it. And I don't know how to rebalance myself. Okay, it's normal. That's your immediate reaction. I don't know how I'm going to balance this. But nevertheless, you're doing something. Knight of Swords, you're still taking action. You're still coordinating yourself. You're still communicating. You're still doing things. Okay, if you're a little numbed and check out, it's to be expected. Okay? It's to be expected. Will you ever feel right again? The answer is yes. But you need more time. You need more space. You're going to need more healing. You're saying, further out, I still don't know how I feel about it. It's okay. You've processing grief and where you go next, what you feel next, that's yet to be discovered. Again, it needs more time. Okay? All I'm saying is kind of a scramble to get back in touch with you. And you're doing what you do. You take action when you don't know what else to do. All right? It's okay. Whatever is next for you will present itself in time. But this is it's happening. That's just the immediate after effect. I don't have a long-term projection here, guys. So keep that in mind, please. Okay? Not everything is, I'm going to see you guys 10 years from now. No, that's another reading. That's another reading, or perhaps it's this one, but with a lot of clarifiers, you know? Keep that in mind. This is where I believe you more or less are, and this is where I think we're accumulating to. Okay? Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. It's not about whether or not Aries got a happy reading or an unhappy reading. It's either helpful or it's not helpful. That's it. It's not a competition, guys. Okay? Let's get some advice, please, for Aries. Ten of Wands, the Hierophant, the Eight of Cups. Ten of Wands, the Hierophant. So we have the committed self here. Could be involving a commitment of some type, which again does not rule out work context. That's a commitment too. But yeah, on the personal side of things, there's that Eight of Cups once more, and the Ten of Wands. There's something here about the commitment to this being blocked, and it has been for a long time. we find ourselves less and less inclined emotionally and spiritually to continue the commitment to whatever this is. It has not been easy to maintain the code of commitment to this. It has become quite burdensome, laborsome. At some point, we even started to reject it mechanically in the 3D in some way. Absolutely. Where do you think that feeling of rejection came from? A situation could have been ongoing and we're used to it. Okay. But that doesn't mean that just because we're used to it in the outside, the 3D, that we're not experiencing endings of our own right on the inside that led up to the reflection of everything begins with the self. So if you were already kind of rejecting this, even while it was in play, it was a matter of time before it was going to show up externally. Okay? So that sense of frustration and fight and my sense of committed self to this is wasted or blocked at every avenue. Okay? My best intentions, my higher self. So we became numb to this first, and we're still kind of dealing with that. Where are my emotions next going to go? The Two of Pentacles. You will find that out in due course. Okay? It's not a road to nowhere. It's a road to somewhere. All right? Oh, guys, I'm just saying the immediate fallout once more. There's no way I can bridge this one. I'm so used to bridging. I cannot. This deck is not possible to bridge. That was out of habit. Oh my goodness. The Book of Wisdom, number 26. We know better. Okay? You're wise. You're experienced. Okay? Trust what you have learned about yourself. Courtship. Do you know what's wild? Courtship, number 4. One moment. That's a weird impression I just had. Messages in reverse. Vibrant. 1. Is this a reference to time? There's something else for you in time. I knew it. Okay, not right now. Not yet. The vibrancy of it has yet to introduce itself or reintroduce itself. I don't quite know what it is. Colorful, bright, lively. In reverse, not yet. We have courtship, tulips, lover's energy, the Book of Wisdom, knowing better. There is life in this yet. I mean, not this situation. This is over. This is projected outwards. I had a feeling, because I saw your power number here, which is 4. Okay. And then I had such a distinct impression of April. We know there's more. We know there's another. We know there's another. Courtship, relationship energy as well, 4. It's very sweet. Very sweet, very loving. The tulips here. Tulips representing the lovers. We know. We know. There's another book you have yet to read. You might be acquainted with that book, but you've never fully read it. It's with someone else. In time. 426, 926. I don't know if these are date references or anything. I don't know. It does seem further out for some of you. Possible. I don't want to say 2026 and put you off. But then also look at what you're recovering from or what you will be. It's so fresh, it still hasn't happened yet for some of you. Again, I'm not trying to hurt you, harm you, discourage you, or freak you out. You are either in this process and you're familiar with it to some extent or you're not. That's it. Okay? This is one of the heavier ones. Something I would really like to take to table, and by that I mean in depth, but we cannot do that today. It's a bit more for a check-in. Okay. We have the medallion of Scorpio. We have the medallion of Gemini. We have the stingray upright, wanting to glide along the surface of emotions. Careful. Don't look at me, shy. But the feelings are there. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have the dog with the bone, anxiety, stress, nervousness, anxious. Yes, I would imagine. Okay, Aries, honey, I do hope this helped you. Why do I keep going to 426? And I keep going to 426. Within 5 years, I told you, for some of you it's further out, 2026. Within a year. A year to 5 years. Okay. You have to remember this about tarot, guys. It's not really an Instapot thing. Things show when they show. Okay. Regardless, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Aquarius, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me, Aquarius. Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not. Show me, Aquarius, please. All right, what's going on? Six of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups, yeah, the High Priestess, Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor. Aren't things going so well? Good, keep it up. Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and the King of Cups. A little bit of stress there. I'm so not worried about it because you're so not worried about it, to be perfectly honest with you. A marked contrast between what I'm saying here today and what I distinctly remember for you for your upcoming in-depth for the yours and theirs. First of all, yours was the only one that was completely different from everyone else's in terms of my presentation because I had difficulties with your original message that I recorded. Don't ask me what it was. I don't remember. So I had to redo yours, and yours is the only one who stood out literally from how I look. And then also, my advice to you is just keep walking. Okay? This one, I'm like, you need to stay right here. This is a nice, cozy, lovely, warm, loving pocket, and I want you to stay in it. So I don't know if I'm tuning into a completely different group of Aquariuses or if things changed up for you guys real quick. Perhaps that reading I did. Well, who knows? It might have taken effect. Point is, I like what I'm seeing here today. I hope you do too. Six of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups. We have a lovely soul bond here that we are nice and steady with. Steady paced, easy peasy, and more to the point, equal. Soul bonds aren't always necessarily equal. In fact, that's why a lot of people watch tarot. How can I be so deeply connected to someone and they don't feel the same way I do? We get that conflict a lot. This is, oh no, we know who we are to each other, and we've been in a steady flow for a long time, right? This direction feels good. In fact, it feels so good we don't rush it. It feels nice. It's more than nice. It's equal, but it also is a deep connection. We've known each other for a long time. Six of Cups is that unique flow that we develop over time, but also understand the importance of it to us at the soul level. Okay, so you have to spend time with it in order to understand if it's connected to you differently. And that key word here being unique, it's an exchange that's hard to define, but it happens effectively without us knowing it. Anyway, it's looking like you have the best of both worlds. A beautiful, steady connection that is equally shared and felt. It's beautiful. Congratulations. I love this. The High Priestess, Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor. Don't you just look buttoned up and awesome? Yes, you do. I like this. You are so in touch with yourself, so in flow with yourself. Your Ten of Pentacles is looking good. You're at the head of it, the head of state there with the Emperor. You're large and in charge of a foundation, the empire, your tree of life. It's not just your personal sense of work and finances, it's everything that it's connected to. So your community, family, but it's again 3D. It's the cultivation of what you can actually experience in your life. Okay? It's not just the emotional level, it's what's at the contact physical level too. So you are a proud head of state there, you know. You might wear a heavy crown, but it's just that you're used to it. You also listen to yourself, which is fantastic. It's not just about having things your way. It's also being in tune with what's there. And that's one of the things that's lended to your sense of success is because you're not just throwing your weight around, you're listening yourself too. So it should be both, right? A balance of experience, command, and authority, but listening to yourself simultaneously. okay? And knowing when to go with the flow as opposed to the rule, right? Completely two different modalities, but I like how you're using them, and it has lended a great deal to who you are. Fantastic. Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, the King of Cups. There's a little bit of stress here about, I'm not convinced it's you, by the way. I believe it's the person in your life. There's a little bit of mental stress here about one sense of self-care, nurturing specifically. Perhaps this person's been a little neglectful of their personal self at home. Perhaps they're feeling a little left out. I don't know, but there's that sense of someone here needs a little more TLC. They have some mental activity knocking around that suggests they're not too comfortable with themselves at the moment. I do believe you understand this in your own way because I believe your response as King of Cups is love and reassurance. Okay, so I believe I'm looking at partner here who is a little off kilter. They're a little up in their head and sometimes has a tendency to get neglectful of themselves when they get like this. So a little bit of reassurance from you, a good heart space, support. You know, it looks like it'll be right as rain again. We know this person very well. We seem to know that they get up in their head a lot. Okay, this is known to you. Perhaps they need a little extra reminder about their own sense of quality and worth and self-care and things like that. And then while you nurture them too. Okay, it doesn't look like it needs too much. It's there, but I'm not worried about it. And neither are you, because your response is, I know what to do. And so it seems that you do. Very good. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Aquarius. The Sun, Two of Swords, the Four of Swords. You're saying, you know, whatever confusion is here or misgivings or doubts or hesitation, there is a little bit of warmth, a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of support, and a little bit of rest and healing will do the trick. So you've already kind of got your mind around this situation, whatever it is, and what it needs to remedy the situation. A little bit of rest, okay? A little bit of healing, a little bit of reflection, and an expression of warmth and happiness. It's okay. I'm inclined to agree with you. You seem to have a really strong grip on the situation yourself and then also what your partner needs. So that's fantastic. Okay. It may not be your partner. It might be someone who you associate very much with your household. Okay. That needs a little extra TLC at the moment, but you don't seem to be too worried about it. All right. The harvest, the time of harvest is coming up for some of you, specifically October. I am not saying this as a sky as an ending. I'm saying this as the harvest time, reaping. Again, most cards have dual natures, okay? This is the harvest, reaping what you sow. You've been heavily productive, heavy emphasis for some of you in October. For some of you, you might have a really strong sense of personal cushioning by October. For some of you, events might be picking up, and this is what you were hoping to culminate. Okay, but there is a sense of, okay, you know, the field is ripe. Let's get going. Let's get to work. So I don't know, but abundance here. Okay, we have a lot to work with. October, some of you, very strong marker there. 18, childs. There is that sense perhaps children are involved or dependencies or dependence. Okay, but that sense of reassurance, love, care, TLC, that kind of thing. Number 18. And then we have the sense of the engagement ring. We have the commitment here, number 25. Yeah, no kidding. It's pretty solid. 25, 18, and 10. I don't think we need too many timeline cards, but, you know, just in case. Who knows? Within 3 months. Okay. Where are we now? October. Busy. And for some of you, Saturday might be significant. What Saturday? I don't know. That's up to you. All right. All right, here we go. We have the letter Q, L, E. We have the anchor here. This is the positive anchor. So in terms of emotional security, we're good. There's a difference between being secure, anchored, I have no intention of leaving, and then feeling stuck. You're not stuck. You look very anchored and secure to me. We have the stingray in reverse, you know, wanting to go deeper with our sense of feeling, but feeling prohibited at this time. Yeah, Yeah, perhaps feeling a little hiding right now. Okay. Wishing we could feel things more substantially, but not feeling like we can expose ourselves. Okay. You know, a little bit of that hiding energy. All right. Quietness, keeping ourselves to ourselves. Yeah. They need a little extra help there. Not too much, though. Aquarius, honey, I think you got it, though. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Gemini, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's going on? Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini, please. What's going on? Show me Gemini. Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not. What's going on? Very good. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. Okay. Five of Wands, Nine of Wands, the Emperor. Oh boy. Okay. Well, things were balanced. Okay. King of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Okay. Very good. Okay. Something's up. It could go into a personal realm, but do keep in mind this could easily apply to a working construct. I mean, literally work, acquaintanceship, something where you go back and forth with a given or known entity, contract, person, where a situation is, I balance with you because I get this, and you balance with me because I get that. Okay? Six of Pentacles isn't automatically work. It can mean many, many things in our situations where we give time, energy, and effort to, such as my agreeing to shuttle my daughter back and forth around to this, that, and the other. Well, guess what? If this, that, and the other stops doing its job, I'm going to stop taking her there. So there's an example of how Six of Pentacles was functioning until it wasn't, right? So something like that. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. I got two people here trying to work things out. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I see you trying to be more the logical type. Of course, the Queen of Swords is here. Logical, rational, this is what's up. This is what I'm experiencing, the Six of Pentacles. The other person is leading through their heart via their feelings. It's like, well, this is how I feel about the balance, okay? And it was constructive, it was cooperative, and then we hit an argument. Okay, Five of Wands, Nine of Wands, the Emperor. So we went from cooperative, we're talking, we're exchanging, to my way or nada. So I don't know who that is. It's either you or them, but somebody just pulled out Big Daddy here. And they're like, I insist we do things my way. And until we agree, until we acquiesce, block. I suppose block is better than fighting. Five of Wands. It did get to that point where there was some heated discussion. Hopefully it didn't go too far, but it looks like somebody refused to participate, reached their limit, and said, you know what, block the Emperor here. And they're kind of putting their foot down on that, but it is kind of coming from a place of, I know I'm correct, see it my way. So it's a bit forceful, it's angry, it's frustrating. This is where I like to point out where the Emperor has his lack of charm. Not the most charming. He represents empowerment, and like all cards in tarot, just like the Empress, they can be used in the wrong direction as well. So here we're using our sense of authority, or a sense of, even if it's not an authority figure, let's say a sense of one's willpower. Someone who holds on to grudges, someone who is used to being controlling, overly stubborn. So these are all the embodiment characteristics of the Emperor as well, you know, at the negative place. And so here it's forceful. It's forceful. It's a forceful, I'm right, and don't talk to me until you agree. Or my way, or the highway. Less than charming. So I don't know here who is insisting that they're right and who's insisting that I don't know. I don't have a stake in that fight. You know? And you got to figure out if that's something that's you worth having a stake in. So let's talk about that. King of Wands, Ten of Swords, Six of Swords. I think the answer is no. No. And I kind of like how you did that. You're like, fuck it. That was more or less your summary. Now, I know that Ten of Swords is more painful than you're showing me. But you're like, you know what? I don't know who threw their weight down and said this is non-negotiable. Because, God, you two, the balance was okay. It was okay. It was, I mean, again, this could be anything from a personal relationship or a working one. Either way, when somebody's like, ultimatum, non-negotiable, you have a couple options, you know, try to Try to soften it. Try to be flexible. Work on them over time. You can just say yes, give in because it might be easier. Or you can just be like, no. I think you opted for no. Now, let's say it was you who threw down the ultimatum. And it was kind of like, I know I'm right, I know I'm right, I know I'm right. Okay? There is edge in there, heat, pissiness specifically. You stopped doing that then too. Perhaps you said, you know, it's not worth it. If they can't see things my way, then it's really not my problem because I'm still going to go my way. So regardless of who that emperor is, the outcome's the same. We exit this and we actually know or feel it's correct with the King of Wands. There's still some heat on that, but now we have the passion or that feeling of this is correct as opposed to just being authoritarian. So 10 of Swords, 6 of Swords, whatever this is, it's regretful. It's like, well, I'm sorry we couldn't work things out. But I guess that's that contract done. And sometimes contracts are like that. Again, I don't know what it is, guys. I'm using contract and the word balance as a very generic term. Again, if you kind of have this back and forth with a relationship person at the intimate level, that would concern me because it really has become a contractual-based relationship of back and forth activity where two people have more or less agreed to communicate effectively and fulfill their roles effectively for I don't know how long. In which case, that's a relationship where we don't want it to be a role fulfillment thing anymore. You understand? Okay. That sucks too. So in which case I would agree with that. I mean, I don't know about you, but if that is a personal relationship, I wouldn't want it be defined as role fulfillment. I mean, I understand they can't be all romantic all day, every day. I live in the real world too, but good Lord. It's like, I agree not to piss you off today. You agree to not piss me off today. I mean, be it at work or in a personal relationship, guys, it's no good. Okay? It's one thing two people effectively agree to that balance because it works for them for their own reasons. And they know it, they mean it, they can stick to it. And there's things where it's like, this, I don't want to keep doing this. You know what? You suck and maybe I suck with you. So let's stop sucking. How about that? And yeah, that's what I said. All right, let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice, please. I have to admit that's pretty pig-headed, but kind of says how far things have gone when you have to throw down ultimatums. It's usually not a good thing. Okay, 10 of Wands, the Star, the Hierophant. You're not the first person to show me that. I promise you, I shuffle these cards many, many times in between takes. They come back around because they're supposed to. That's it. Someone else had a similar combination with the exception of the Star. But the 10 of Wands and the Hierophant was here. Okay. Oh. Strong sense of commitment here regarding that Star, hopes and dreams, and how it feels like it's continuously or perpetually blocked with the 10 of Wands. It became very difficult to continue to stand up and commit to this, specifically the long-term vision of it and wanting to continue to desire and hope and reach for it. Okay. I think this is probably more related to this opening. Okay. In that respect of still having the vision of mind that I can stand up for this, commit to it and mean it. Okay. And it gets harder and harder as time goes by. All right. When it starts to get blocky, I don't know. But the advice is, for now, your instinct to continue to work with this is correct, but also pay attention to the fact that it's become increasingly difficult. Not yesterday, not a week ago, not a month ago, a while ago. Okay? By all means, hold true to the vision now if it still applies to you. But see for yourself how things are taking a particular course. I know that's some wonky advice, but it also says we know you mean well, you know? We know you mean well to this particular vision, to this particular commitment. And it is hard. You're not wrong about that. You're not. Okay. There's something here about the stubbornness of will that needs to be apparent to someone by now. And should it be this difficult? particular pathway that we have been on, like I said, wasn't yesterday, wasn't a month ago. Number 35, contemplating that pathway and how it's become quite venomous, sometimes torturous, poisonous. It doesn't feel like a nice, easy walk through the woods anymore, and it hasn't for a long time. There's that strength of the bear there, polar bear, number 15. It's that strength of will. It's like, my way or I'll tear you down. I don't like that. You know? I think the advice here is saying how you see this as a commitment that's worth standing by and is workable no matter how hard it gets, versus someone else's lack of vision. They think or incorrectly assume strength means my way. Yeah. Happiness means getting my way. No, that just kind of means you're an inflexible asshole. That's not how you win. That's how you lose. At least in commitments. That's what I'm saying. I don't like it, guys. I don't like it. I'm not making this shit up. Look at the bullwhip, the bear, strength of will and all the... I get the advice now. That makes a lot more sense. Comparison about how one person treats this commitment versus how the other person sees my way means I win, I'm happy, or I'm correct. And that's a forceful, driven, bullshit attitude. I don't like it. It's too much of a driving, throwing the weight around advice. And I don't mean this person's big. You can be 4'5" and have a driving energy like that. That doesn't... No, it's not about size here. It's the forcefulness of the will. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. 11 and 15. Look closer. What are your thoughts upon closer inspection? The truth of your own particular spirit versus the reality of what you're experiencing. I think that's a good point. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. 44:16. Within 6 months. Between a workable contract, even though it gets difficult, versus kind of staying with someone's force of will. I don't know what kicked off the argument. It may have started now, and we may not know the full effects of it until later. Some of you 18 months out. February. Okay. Okay. Although your full departure from this might be within more of an 18-month bracket. Okay, we have the letter H and E. We have the great white shark here, Scorpio energy, but sense of pursual, survival, consuming. The one that wears the crown, true sense of empowerment. I just have a feeling. I'm empowered, my strength of will, my way, I will consume you. We have the crescent moon with the star. We have the four-leaf clover. And we have the medallion of Sagittarius with the reverse, optimist. I think some of you have some optimism in your chart. It's back here. Perhaps Sag, I should say. Okay. Okay. Gemini, honey, I hope this helps you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be careful. Be well. Libra, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Like always, take what resonates, leave what does not. What's going on? Show me Libra. Show me Libra, please. What's going on? Show me Libra, please. Very good. The moon. Queen of Wands. The Fool. Oh, good. King of Pentacles. Three of Swords. And Three of Cups. Oh, okay. We're journeying out of our quiet space. Temperance. The Chariot. The Hanged Man. Okay. I don't think we're not rushing into assumptions here, nor should you. The Moon. Queen of Wands. The Fool. How interesting. You know, some of you have been very quiet. Specifically, your more open energies. The openness You know, I'm open, I'm vibrant, I'm bright, I'm bold, I'm beautiful. Now, are you already these things? Of course. But it's been quiet. You haven't put it on display lately. Or how long? I have no idea. With the moon, who knows? You know, you're more vibrant, sexy, open, adventurous self. You're like, I kind of put that away for a while. Yeah. I haven't been open to too many adventures and passion or otherwise in a while, Christina. I kind of just put that away. So you've been emerging out of that. It looks like you might have some motivation. King of Pentacles, 3 Swords, 3 Cups. Somebody is a little heartbroken. I don't know how deep it runs. But you know, somebody else's energy is here today. So it's like I point out to people, reverse it as you see fit. I'm seeing you as I believe I see it, and them as I believe I see them. Someone has some needles in their heart. It sucks. You know, it hurts. 3 of Cups. Want to connect emotionally. And it's coming from a practical place within this person. So that tells me they know they want to do this. So that's nice. Okay, that's good. Hey, Libra, can you come on over here and help fix my heart real quick? Or it's something, I don't mean to reduce it like that, but you know what I mean? Just ease the pain a little bit. Reconnect. It's your choice. It looks like you have been absent, shy, or just having withheld your more open, willing to take a risk, fiery, passionate energies towards this person, maybe in the general sense. But it looks like somebody hasn't seen you in a while. So, you know, it's up to you. All things are. Tarot's the proof of choice, not the absence of it. Okay? Temperance, the Chariot, the Hanged Man. You know, we're going to suspend any sort of judgment about what this means. Specifically how you move forward in healing. It's looking like we're open to perspective and or influence. So that kind of tells me where we're coming from suggests you never thought this would have moved forward in healing. Ever. It's looking like you might have a proposal to possibly move forward in healing. The question is how. So we suspended judgment and we're trying not to poke that to death. How? How do I heal this? Because prior to this, you probably had no notion that it was going to. You know, the Chariot always recommends that you move forward in one direction. You can either go that way wholeheartedly or that way wholeheartedly, but there's no zigzag points in between. You get to pick one. You got to mean it too. So perhaps prior to this, you never thought healing and moving forward in that was possible. So I don't know how long you two have been absent from each other's lives. Okay. But it does seem to become an option later. So how you two move forward in healing is under question with judgment. We're not trying to, like I said, poke too many holes in that because I don't think you understood it was an option up until this point. So that's going to require influence. The Hanged Man is not a one-person process here. It's going to take two in terms of how do you feel about moving forward? What does that look like? That kind of thing. So that has to be worked out. Okay, it's going to take an equal amount of back and forth on that to figure it out in terms of direction. And I just know its proposal in future is opening up in a particular pathway. So let's get some advice. It looks like it could be good. Real healing, you know. And what that means, I don't know. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Libra. Show me that. Let's get some advice, please. Six of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, the Moon. There you go. No wonder. Oh, you came out of the moon. You got it. Something came through. That's why you came out of the moon. It is Six of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, the Moon. Otherwise, I don't think you would have left. It's something about... I don't mean you're isolating yourself. I'm not saying that you're agoraphobic or anything. What I'm saying is that there are parts of you, particularly your willingness to be open and light, playful, passionate, that you're like, no. Those are some very specific aspects of yourself. I'm sure that you still have 3D energy. I'm sure that you have been doing things. You're still an emotional person, but it's kind of like that part though. No, can't accept that part. You know, so Something comes through the Ace of Pentacles that gently, Six of Swords, pulls you out of the moon. It had to have been legit. Otherwise, I don't think that you would have responded. So, okay, yes, we're going to do a time check on that. I'm curious about it as well. Perhaps by the next full moon, 18 for some of you might be a prominent number. At noon. Within 3 months. Okay, for some of you. Within 3 months. What would that push us into? October, November? Okay. Very good. And I don't want to hear, I'm not waiting. I'm not asking you to wait. I'm not telling you to wait. I'm just giving you a heads up about something that's clearly predictive. That's it. An official person. It's very official. It's very official. Yes. Yeah, I know. It's got legitimacy on it. That's for certain. It's meant. In other words, it's meant. That's all I know. It's very meant and it's very official. Perhaps the language or how it produced or how it reestablished is very official. It's for official reasons, technical reasons, or just a very well-rounded, respectful Ace of Pentacles. Okay? Could be an official delivery. Who knows? Oh, it's clever, though. The fox, clever. Yeah. That doesn't necessarily mean someone's bad just because they're clever. It was clever. I kind of find that a little charming. 14. Number 14, the fox. Yeah, time is a thief. Number 24, realizing perhaps how much time has passed or time has gotten away from us. Okay. I know, time can be very deceiving. I know, time is a thief. Time has passed between you and this person. Okay. We have the medallion of Leo. We have the heart with the nurse's cap currently in reverse. Yeah, like I said, there's the opportunity, and prior to that, you probably didn't think one existed in terms of healing. We have the seahorse, indicative to Pisces, but also that sense of masculine emotion and carrying everything close to the chest. We have the letter S, and then we have the stingray also in reverse. Oh, yeah, wanting to go deeper with emotions, but currently not. Currently not. That won't always stay the same. That's funny. I've pulled the stingray several times so far today. All right, Libra, honey, I do hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Taurus, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me, Taurus, please. What is going on? Show me, Taurus. Show me, Taurus. Like always, check it resonates if it does not. Show me, Taurus, please. What is going on? Just in reference to your upcoming in-depth for the years and theirs, I have to say, that was awesome. It may not be from your point of view, but it was from mine. So, I liked it. All right, what's up? The Hanged Man. Knight of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Okay. Strength. Six of Cups. The High Priestess. Yeah, okay. Two of Swords. Two of Pentacles. And Two of Wands. Two. And then you talked yourself out of it. You don't got to do that, honey. You don't have to do that. I don't want you to do that. Look at that. You went from a place of, okay, time has passed. And there's a lot of time up here at the front. And the Hanged Man, the Wheel of Fortune. These are not rust entities, energies, that kind of thing. Or an influence. There's a Knight of Wands. Your sense of adventure, passion, optimism, it hasn't been at the forefront of who you are for a while. Some time has passed, and you've had a lot of time to think about this. The way you engage, okay? The way you have a sort of natural optimism, sense of flow, open spirit, that kind of thing. It's been suspended. And you've had a lot of quality time with yourself to think about your particular energies, where they're going and why and how have they served you. Particularly, again, at that level right there. Okay? It's nothing too crazy. But like you're saying, it's been a while since I've had that extra oomph that extra drive, that extra just sense of freedom and openness. And you think about it a lot over time. I don't know why, but you've had a lot of time to yourself to think about your energy and where it serves you and where it hasn't taken you lately, how you haven't been expressing it, you haven't been feeling it, you haven't been in tune with it. And you tinker around with it, you think around with it. Like, what are you trying to figure out there with your passion? I don't know, but it's been with you. Now we jump over here, Strength, Six of Cups, the High Priestess. Now, over here, this suggests soon, with some sense of strength. I don't see you rejecting this. I see you pulling it towards you. And it's based off an intuitive feeling. It's there. You know, the High Priestess and the Six of Cups, perhaps the both of you are intuitive there. All right? But we have a really strong feeling to pull a connection towards us, okay? To feel it specifically. It feels correct. It feels right. It feels optimistic. It feels on point. So the Six of Cups, of course, soulbound energy, right? And it's that sense of sweet nostalgia of the past, a unique flow between yourself and someone else for whom you share memories. And there's many memories in there. The emotional exchange and the actual exchange in reality of, you know, shared memories, shared cups, shared plates, this kind of thing. Of the back and forth, but in a way that's sweet, okay? And it's lovely. There's so much lovely flow in there. It rests easily. It feels like a good exchange, and you want to pull this towards you. But then down here, you kind of say, I don't know about that. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Actually, your feeling for this is on point. Your mind takes over and then talks you out of it. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. You go back to square one of contemplation and not doing anything with it. Heavy, heavy delay. And it seems so unnecessary because here your intuitive self is giving you the answers you need. Pull this towards me. It feels good. It feels secure. Okay. At the emotional level, it feels like you're on point with somebody. And then down here, your mind takes over, and then I see you pull away from it. And then it's like you talk yourself out of it real quick. I don't know what's up with this heavy pause. I don't know why you needed so much time to think about your own particular rocket fuel, if you will. Okay. I know you have it in you, otherwise that wouldn't be there. You've had a lot of time to think about it, what you feel about your own sense of passion and opening up. There's something to that kind of lends to the weight and even the argument of connecting to this. You feel it, okay? When this is suspended, there's something here you naturally feel. But it still kind of feels like a driving force, doesn't it? But this is the real product that we're looking for, okay? It's lovely, and I would encourage you. It looks like it fits you well. But then, boom. Misgivings, I don't know about that. Hesitation, I don't know what to do. Two of Wands, back to the decision. You already had one. At least your intuitive self had an answer here. And I keep, what is this? Like I'm stroking a dog. That's what it feels like. It's very comforting. It's emotionally comforting to you. Let's get some of, I'm sorry guys, I cannot see more. I can't accept the fact that what I'm seeing here for you and how you talk yourself out of it, I can't even tell if you did it. Your more honest emotional self precedes you. Then the reality kicks in. Your mind takes over specifically and says, that's not right. So I don't know how close you got to pulling this towards you and completing it, but I mean, I want you to. That I don't trust. This I do trust. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Taurus. Let's get some advice, please. Show me Taurus. Five of Wands, Eight of Wands, Queen of Cups. There's tension there. I'm not saying that there's not. There's a reason why you hesitate. I have no doubt. There's the conflict. But Eight of Wands, communication. I think that's why I'm saying what the difference between what you feel and what you're allowing yourself to do is getting hung up on a particular aspect here. That sense of argument, fight, a clash or battle of wills argument via communication, Queen of Cups. You know, we speak true to the heart. That's all any of us can do. If we're worried so much so about kickback, argument, we get nothing done. Okay. All we can do is represent ourselves to the best of our abilities. That includes our thoughts, our feelings, so on and so forth. Sometimes it's very simple in nature. Sometimes it's more elaborate. I don't care. So long as it's the authentic self. This is what you authentically feel. I see the difference right here. I was wondering about that, between what you were feeling and what you were allowing yourself to do. Where was the hang up? Because we have the opportunity here to pull this towards us, or to continue to play hot foot with it and be like, no, that's not right. Again, that's the piece I don't trust. I see you literally talking yourself out of something that feels correct. Okay? I know you have your reasons. And one of them being the theory of an argument. It could be difficult, or it could feel good. If we're getting hung up on our words and being very selective about our words, that is 1,000% going to back this up. Well, maybe I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know what? We're going to back burner that shit a little more. Okay? That is always a choice to you. But it doesn't fit you. Words might be tense. There might be an exchange. This is the piece that tells you it's going to be okay, because you're probably correct in here. In here. That's more like the spirit. This is what's fucking you up. Okay? Arguments are reality, guys. This is what it is to be human. Tension exists. Tension in people exists. You know? You work through it, you speak through it. We say what we got to say, we got to do what we got to do. Someone can either join you in that space, or they cannot. Okay? But you cannot, at least then, you can't be faulted for not acting in accordance to your will and then not having to beat yourself up about it later. That kind of thing. I do hope it helped you. I would already say, you're so close to the reality, but it stayed in theory. I saw you talk yourself out of it. And it still is. Tarot doesn't dictate anything you do. Tarot's the perfect choice, not the absence of it. I see where you have an option, and I see where you have the other option. You have choice 1 and choice 2. That's it. It's just one of those choices is actually correct for you and speaks for you correctly. Okay? All right. But hey, you're a big Taurus. You're going to do what you're going to do at the end of the day. 6, Storm. Looking for details. You're looking for details. We're looking for details. We're looking for clues. We're looking for clues. Is the weather going to be clear, or is it going to be a shitstorm, Christina? Honey, how much are we fearing that little argument? Honey, you can handle a 5 of Wands. What is that to you? What is that to you? Huh? Huh? I don't even think it's an argument. It just looks like the idea of tension, but I'm sorry, I can't take it seriously. There's something about the space of the heart that suggests it's going to be fine, and you know it. Specifically, you feel it. No. Your mind is trying to convince you know something else. Your heart already knows the truth. There's something here. It's going to be fine. But it's like we're looking for clues. We're overanalyzing this. We're creating storms in our head. Honey, you got a storm in a teacup. That teacup is your mind. The storm's in it. Like, seriously, you're looking for it. You're looking for evidence. Is this going to be bad? Is this going to be angry? I need more proof. No, you have it by now. You have it by now. And that's how I know you're in tune with your intuition, because this is how close you are. This is how close you are to doing what's correct for you, not the thing your mind keeps trying to talk yourself out of. You know? You got the storm in the teacup going on there. Drink the tea. Number 25. The ring. I don't know where that came from. I'm not sure. Perhaps you understand the context better than I do, but we have the ring here. Of course, what does that mean? Traditionally, in this deck, commitment, the sense of solidity, the intensity, the offering of oneself at the highest level, and then the ongoing, which is the circle, but the idea is that it feels like it's connected in a very strong way. There you go. Or just, frankly, number 25 for some of you. But for you, Earth sign, I'm seeing your pentacle in that circle. It represents a part of you that's real and legit, and there's much to be said and an offer in that. Whatever that is. I don't care what that communication is. If it's coming from you, then it's legit. It's sincere. Okay? Yes. There you go. Let's see. What else, please? Yeah. I'm not... See, this kind of throws me off here. That time delay is real. What is this? Within 6 months, how long have you guys been working through this or trying to? Because I see you catching it up to the summer, this feeling. This feeling. Since spring? Since last spring, some of you. At noon for some of you, FYI. Okay. I was more interested about where you're coming from because there's so much time attached to it. If you choose one of the other choices, then that timeline's your own. It's whenever you activate it, okay? I honestly don't know. Okay. Yep. Oh, so many. Okay. We have... What the hell? I'll get to that. Hold on. The letter T... excuse me, Gecko, Aries, Leo, Sag, and then hot feet moves quickly, and then for some of you, Gecko's confirmation. There's that lightning, the tower. We're afraid of the storm, of the potential storm. Okay, again, I'm saying that as the buildup in your mind. Okay. The butterfly, sign of transformation and or change. We have the arrow, Cupid's arrow. The arrow is a Sag, striking true, striking home. We have the medallion of Cancer. Some of you might have some very prominent Cancer in your chart. Perhaps connecting to one. Now, this is anchored, but the anchor went through your eye, honey. What is that? It's the glasses. It's the masculine glasses that I like so much. I always think they're cute. But the anchor was stuck right through it. It was so dramatically. We're stuck in our mind's eye. But also stuck to a particular feeling. How interesting. The anchor can be viewed as one of two things. A sense of stability in our emotions, right? This is where I want to stay. This feels good. I have no intention of pulling anchor and leaving. Nope, we're going to stay. Or stuckness. And I saw the two and the two and the two for you. Obviously, I'm going to lean into, right, a sense of stuckness, particularly where the eye is concerned. What is the mind's eye and what we see? We're stuck to what we're seeing. We're stuck to our vision. Particularly your mind's vision, not your heart's vision. Your heart has a completely different feeling. Okay. I hope that helps some of you. That was pretty neat the way that showed up. I do hope this helped you at the end of the day. If it doesn't resonate at all, cool. Check your other placements. And then also do check out your in-depth. I thought that was... I was like, huh, hell yeah. I don't know why, but it hit my funny bone in such a way, in a Taurus that was otherwise quite irritated. And perhaps that's why I found it so fascinating, because it was like I was reading you live time. I mean, you look irritated, if not pissed, live. I don't know who it was, but they were like in your face. And I'm not laughing at you being angry. What I was laughing at was the impression that you gave me while it was happening. Anyway, tune into that. If anything, it might be good for a laugh. Who knows? I hope this helped you at the end of the day. Take care. Be well. Virgo, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me, Virgo. What's going on? Show me, Virgo, please. Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not. Show me, Virgo. There's Here's my little Virgo. 8 of Wands, Page of Cups, 6 of Swords, King of Cups, 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, yeah. 9 of Swords, the High Priestess, the Emperor, yeah. Okay. Right. 8 of Wands, Page of Cups, 6 of Swords. There's something here you're not participating in. I don't know how far it runs or how deep it runs, but you kind of discontinue communication with it. Perhaps it's temporary. Perhaps it's just something you can't be bothered with at this time. Perhaps you're ignoring emails for all I know. Okay. I just know that in the general sense of things, there's something here you're just not giving yourself to. You don't want to, you're not interested, you're not invested in that way. Perhaps some of you started turning down invitations or you're not returning phone calls. It's pretty open. I don't know that it's specifically tied to a situation or person. It looks pretty open-ended. 8 of Wands, Page of Cups, 6 of Swords. You're like, bye, don't call me, I'll call you. That kind of thing. It's almost has a leave me alone attitude. And that's okay. Sometimes we get in that space. And you may not even be saying leave me alone, just like you're just not talking. Not so much. You don't seem to have the heart for it, literally, with the Page of Cups. I understand that. I think everybody gets in that space from time to time. Okay? Here's what is on your mind. King of Cups, 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. We kind of want to hang out with someone special. It's like... Now, I don't know how special they are. I just know that there's a big full heart in there. Okay, it's either yours or theirs. I can't quite tell because there's an equal sense of connecting at the same time in the same place with that person. And it feels a little softer. It feels a little nicer. It feels a little sweeter. And it feels also constructive, happy, like you two get along. Like you have a lot of things in common. It looks relaxing, to be honest with you. And it looks like you two have a lot to talk about or catch up to. I don't know, but it's done so with the fullness of heart, and that's nice, you know? So whomever this is, you two have a good feeling for each other. You could say it's friendly. I don't know. There's an emotional construct around it that suggests it's comfortable, bare minimum. And you two start building on it or around it or with it almost quickly. It almost feels like you two are catching up. I'm not quite sure how else to describe it, but there's a rapid exchange in there, but feels comfortable too. So I kind of like it. Who knows? Maybe you needed some time away, time off. I don't know. From whatever it is that was happening, that's like, this is not floating my boat. But you know what does? That does. It does feel good. I like it. I would encourage it. I say, heck yeah, do it. 9 of Swords, the High Priestess, the Emperor. There is some stress here, and you're trying your best to ignore said stress and listen to yourself. Very good. I like that. That's good. You know, it's so easy to get locked up in our heads and we stop listening to ourselves. The worries, the fears, the anxieties take over. And then the High Priestess is like, so what am I here for? Exactly. Shouldn't you be listening to me? Right? And you're aware of that. You know, some of you have a tendency to overthink, overanalyze, specifically get caught up in the doomsday stuff. Oh, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. And your intuition's kind of going, shut up. Quiet. Listen to yourself. Then your Emperor's like, that's right, okay. And you feel like you're almost willing yourself with the Emperor there to go with the flow instead of getting caught up in your head. No assumptions, no presumptions, no disaster scenarios running around your head. You're just like, I'm just going to listen to myself. I'm just going to listen to myself. And it puts you into a place of calm and feeling in command, which is good. Okay? So that's good. That's nice. Good job. Good processes there. You would already know, if you're into this, it looks like this is already the case. When we'll be connecting with this, it's coming up. All right. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. Oh, Devil, Knight of Cups, the 2 of Cups. Oh, you got something pressing on the back of your heart. I'm not saying your heart's bad. I'm not saying your feelings are bad. I'm saying you've had an incredibly ill at ease feeling. It's weighing on you. I don't know how much weight that devil has, but it feels like an imperative heartbeat to move yourself forward in some way. Sometimes it feels a little intense, a little consuming in your feelings. I just know that whatever this is you're not participating in, don't call me, I'll call you, that kind of thing. It doesn't have your heart, something else does. Okay. It doesn't seem to have your attention span either. Bleh. Something over here lightens you considerably and perhaps helps you express yourself better. Okay? Because the ease comes in. I told you it felt relaxing and supportive. Okay? So when you connect to this, that pressure comes off your heart. So you've been feeling increasingly uncomfortable lately. A stress and anxiety to open up. Okay. It's almost like you're saying, I've refrained so long, because again, the nights are responsible for delivering our stuff outside of ourselves. So I don't think you're speaking poorly of your heart. I think what you're feeling is a great deal of pressure behind it. Okay? An imperative need to allow your heart to flow in a particular direction. And it is a particular direction. It's a Two of Cups. To harmonize with it, to be on the same page with it, I don't know. You ever had that really strong pressure, like I'm saying, to check in with somebody or a situation, right? And you don't quite know why. It's not exactly a disastrous feeling. It's a need that's hard to define, okay? That's what it's reminding me of. It doesn't necessarily have to go into a bad place, such as obsession, okay? I see it as a lot of pressure literally behind your heart to express yourself, and for some reason it's become increasingly important lately. Maybe you're right. Maybe there's something to that. You see this? And that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, because I think you are prone to perhaps high pressure thoughts and therefore high pressure feelings. You have to go out of your way to remind yourself to listen to yourself so you feel in command again. You see what I'm saying? If that's the case, am I surprised to see a little devil behind you somewhere? Not really. No. Again, I have to say this all the time to people who freak out when they see shit like this. Everybody has a devil. How aware you are or unaware you are determines his level of success or non-success. Okay? All cards have pros and cons. Right now, I'm seeing the weight of it as a con to your feeling, particularly as it relates to a sense of urgency, pressure. And it's increasing for you, or it has been. And then it comes down. When you connect with whom you need to connect to, it feels a lot better. Did you notice that? Perhaps you're right. Perhaps there's something to this feeling. But there's a need to harmonize with this person. Okay? So some of you are prone to letting your mind take over. And then it kind of creeps into your heart space, doesn't it? Okay? All right, not too worried about it. So long as you're being your authentic self and you are expressing yourself the way you need to, and it feels right, it's because it is. Okay? All right. And that could also be like you've been feeling really bad lately. I mean, there's the reason why you're like, you know what, don't bother me. Maybe someone's being a little too obsessed with you and you're like, I need some space. Who knows? Oh, honey. The romantic male, number 28. Okay. The one, I'm not just saying he's, overly romantic. What I'm saying is that this is the person who has a particular feeling, an emotional feeling. And he wants to abide by that, but we've been separated from it. See, this is what I'm saying. There's that despair, that poor feeling, that sense that nothing's ever going to work out. Not only has that been in your mind, it's also been in your heart space specifically. There's that sense of despair. I'm not with the one I love or I need to connect with. This is what I feel, and this is what's taking over. And it's become an increasingly desperate situation because there's been a lot of blockage here with the mountain. Sometimes it feels like it's an impossible task to connect to the one whom you really need to connect with. Okay, 28, 21, 32. I think do we got it? And it puts you into a bad place. It makes you feel like you're in a bad place. Perhaps some of you have had health issues and or blockages that have been very time consuming. Perhaps you're concerned about the other person's health. again, there's a reason there's that pressure is behind your heart. Okay? Aren't you glad I'm the one reading you? God knows. It's like, oh my God. Right now. Okay. Can we normalize basic human concepts and structures and psychological principles into tarot, please? Let me tell you something. When it's a bad job, it's a bad job. I'll tell you. I had to give that whole thing to Aquarius in their in-depth. I felt so bad, but they did the right thing. And it's a bad job, you know. Okay. Within 5 years, where's that coming from? I was about to say that doesn't fit what I'm seeing here. This is the consistent with this, anywhere between soon and let's call it October. Okay, maybe November. There's something here within the past. How long has that pressure been building? 5 years. When was the last time you connect? No, that's not right. That pressure of feeling fear. Fear that I can't express myself and fear that I need to. How long has that been building? Has it been 5 years? Man. Goodness me. For some of you. Oh. Dear. That's the only one. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Duh. But it's a sense of shyness, timidity, hesitation, uncertainty. Vulnerable. But sensitive. Highly sensitive. Earthy creature, but sensitive. Okay. Okay. Not sensitive as in bad. It's not a judgment call. It's just being sensitive can naturally make you prone to anxiety and buildup of emotions and things like that. There's always a fear about receptivity and what does that mean? What does that mean for me? What does that mean for the situation? Something like that. And yet very agile. Fast. Okay. Virgo honey, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Capricorn, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn. Like always, take what resonates, leave what does not. Show me Capricorn. King of Cups. The Knight of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Well, don't you just look and feel so good? Perhaps a little frisky, that's okay. Now, the King of Cups is there. There's a mature sense of self here that you feel correct, you feel right, and you feel good about you. Nine of Pentacles, strong sense of individuation and sense of self-security. Let's stop. Let's just stop. You look great. Go. Bye. Peace be with you. Okay, I know. King of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Okay. Three of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. I just... you know, I hesitate, I pause so long because they're looking at you so intensely. You know, somebody regrets that they have to separate for a while. They're stressed about it. It's likely temporary, but you're saying that you're fine, and I actually believe you. I don't know. You seem to be so secure. You don't seem to have a problem with it, and that's good. When people are really secure with themselves, they don't mind being on their own from time to time, because they know who they are. you know? So I do think that we have a particular attachment to this person. They're reflecting upon you. It's almost like they're the ones who are stressed about moving forward in some way. It doesn't look like it's long term. Okay? It could be temporary. But they're having kittens about it, you know, stressed out. They don't want to be, but you seem to be fine. Again, you're showing me down there. It hurts a little bit, 3 of Swords, but you're saying it's nothing once more you can't handle. So, I mean, all you're showing me is that you have a good grip on you, which is fantastic. I mean, you showed me your individual selves a couple times. The 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. I mean, you're saying I'm good. You know, it hurts a little bit. Yeah, it sucks, but we got to keep something in mind here. You're like, I know who I am. I'm good. I mean, you're just showing me high levels of security and feeling good about you, and you love them. You know, it really doesn't seem to be a big deal to you. And that's good. It just tells me how secure you are once more. So that's good. You know, so it feels like it's a temporary. It's not a permanent fare thee well. It's like a temporary fare thee well, but perhaps it's at some distance. Perhaps it's uncomfortably long for this person. Perhaps it's by weeks. I don't know. Months. But you're saying you got it. You don't seem to be stressed about it at all. In fact, you look fantastic. You really do. I don't think it's... No. You got heart for this. I was going to say, I don't feel like it's a breakup. I don't. It doesn't feel that way. It's like you're saying, I know who I am. I know what I'm about. I'm responsible for me at the end of the day. You know? No. It's with love. Okay? It's with love. I'm assuming whatever this is quite temporary. It feels that way. Let's get some advice, please. I mean, you got a good grip on yourself. You're saying, I know what I'm worth. I know what I want. Yeah, it's a little disappointing. Yeah, it hurts a little bit, 3 of Swords, but I'm okay. They're over here trying not to lose it. So, let's get some advice, please. They're doing a good job. They reflect on you a great deal. It's like they want your permission. Is it okay for me to move in this direction? And you're like, oh, you need to, you have to, work reasons, somebody else needs you, family, I don't know. Let's get some advice, please, because I see you showing nothing but positivity towards them. So maybe it's something they don't want to do, but perhaps they have to. Something like that. Wheel of Fortune, 4 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. Oh, okay, excuse me. Okay. Huh. Something happened on their side of the fence. In other words, it doesn't necessarily involve you, does it? It was something that was known. It was anticipated in some way. It's not your conflict. It's not your pain. It's theirs. They have to go deal with it. They have to go sort it. It doesn't seem to personally affect you, and that's why I think you're showing me a sense of security. You know that whatever this is temporary, and you know it's something that they have to do. That's why I see nothing but support from you to them. So this could have happened within their family dynamic. It's something kind of harsh, a little bit cutting, but it was also like a matter of time, or this is how things turned out with the Wheel of Fortune. This is how things turned out. And you have an obligation to go. I'll stay here. I'm good. Don't worry about it. You know, you take care of that. You take care of yourself. I'm fine. That's all you're telling me. So, you know, I am sorry that they had to experience this, and that would explain why they have to go but don't want to. It's something they have to be involved in, to assist with, help with, something like that. I wish them well, just like you do. It'll get sorted. It'll get sorted. Okay? And I'm sure if you could go, you would. Okay? But it looks like your assistance in this isn't needed. Yeah, I told you. For some of you, it's October, or this situation. This is the way things turned out, or possibly anticipated for some of you by October, or that journey is about to begin. Perhaps the conversations have already started. Okay? Oh, no. It's a temporary thing. All right? Wishful thinking, childlike wishing well, wishful thinking, hope it turns out okay, something like that. It is sincere, and it is, you do mean it, okay? Number 13. See, the expectation that everything's going to be fine. You just, that's what I'm saying. That's that security I'm talking about, guys. That feeling everything's going to be fine. You wishing them well. You're here. You're patient. You know what to expect. You already have your expectations managed. Okay? It's fine. 28, 13, 10. At least from your point of view, it's going to be fine. All right? Well, that's very good. Yeah, wait at sunrise. Some of it's very specific at sunrise, but that sense of waiting. So waiting here is the expectation that things are fine. You'll be here. Okay, I don't see this as being a long drawn out thing. So I don't typically say wait as advice. It's still not. It's just the idea of, it's fine. Okay, you've already had your expectations managed. Okay, all right. Now, if you know my work at all, you know I never advise to wait. This isn't like that. This isn't waiting for someone else to come back. Not like that. You know they will. It's just literally a matter of time. Okay? Okay, we have Q, F, X. We have the seahorse medallion of Pisces. And then, of course, that masculine energy about keeping the emotions close to the chest. The four-leaf clover, bull, sign of Taurus. And then the hot air balloon rising high into the sky so you can look down below and actually get a reasonable view of what's going on. Okay. Yeah, that's what I said. Managing expectations. You know what to expect when you look down. Okay? All right, Capricorn, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Scorpio, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Scorpio, please. What's going on? Show me Scorpio. Oh, going back to the opening, one of the collectives that had something very different for yours and theirs was absolutely yours. It was interesting. It was very, very interesting. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I liked it. Check it out. What's going on? Show me, show me Scorpio, please. What's going on? Show me Scorpio. Did I say take what resonates, leave what does not? Well, there, I said it anyway. Okay. All right, King of Cups, Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Yep. That tracks. King of Cups, Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, with whole heart. In other words, you're saying it's right for you. It's looking like you will be leaving something behind. That way you can enter something else. Okay. Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles, the Star. All right. The Chariot, Five of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Okay. So we got some personal aspects in here as well. So back to your opening real quick. From a good place in your heart, you honestly feel that it's time for you to move on. Most likely in a form of work. Eight of Pentacles, something that you do in terms of master of your craft. This is how you earn coin. This is how you stabilize yourself. This is what you're good at, right? And you feel it's correct. You really do. It's coming from your heart space, your most mature self, right? It's very claiming. It's very, I know and I feel what's correct for me. And you're not arguing with yourself about it at all. You seem to be pretty consolidated towards this move. And then it's looking like it's going to be a fair exchange. As you drop something off, you're going to be picking something else up. So it's looking like something here in terms of your star has run its course. So the star, guys, we never have just one. You can have many, right? But you have to really know which one to focus on. And I can see that you focused on one for a very long time. The Four of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. So the stars, guys, they're complicated. I always compare them to the sun so people can understand the gravity of it. The sun's easier. You get to choose to be happy. Okay? You get to figure out what your happiness is. Absolutely. And then you live it or you're not living it. Or perhaps you're just open towards the sun. Okay? The star says you have a fixated point to look at in the night sky. And you wish upon it and wish upon it. And if it means something to you, then you actually start reaching towards it. You stop wishing and you start reaching, right? And you're saying that you have reached upon a star for some time. And you held on to it for a long time. And it meant something to you for a long time, but that star has since faded or waned considerably in your eyes. You don't want to hold on to it anymore. Okay? You're saying it's cost you the time, energy, and effort. And it's also come slowly but surely over time, you started rejecting it. I don't know what you put into it. I don't know how long you strive for it or reach for it. You're saying you don't want to do that anymore. Okay? You reached for that star long enough. So, whether or not it was successful, I don't know. It's up to you. I can tell that you were practiced at it. Like I said, it's going to be a fair exchange. You're going to drop something off in terms of work, viability, coin, financial structure, and you'll be picking something else up. So, I just know that the one that you're letting go of meant a lot to you. It meant a lot to you. But it's run its course. You feel all these things. Don't get me wrong. There's the sadness in there, of course. But also, it ain't that bad because it's the Three Swords, you know? It's not like fresh pain or fresh upsetness. It's like you understand it. You understand it for what it is. And it's also, it ain't bad. You're also saying, by the way, I'll be doing this other thing now. Okay? You've decided upon this already. And you're on that process right now as we speak. Good job. Because I was happy, and the reason I say good job, I'm sorry the star didn't sustain, but it didn't. That's the whole point of being on the star path. You don't know it's going to sustain until you reach for that. Right? But the point is that you tried. Do you have any idea how many people I see, like, that's my star, and I'm going to do nothing with it? I'll just look at it, and I'll desire it. I'll wish it was mine. I'll want it was mine. Maybe it's the same thing as having it. It's not. It's nowhere near fucking close. To desire something, situation, place, circumstance, person, object, whatever, and be like, that's as good as having it. No, it's not. You know, so at least you tried, more than tried. You really did try to make it work. But it's worn its welcome, it's faded, or it no longer has the same meaning to you as it once did. Take your pick. That's all in here. Okay. Chariot, 5 of Cups, 3 of Cups. There you go. You won't be mourning too much longer. There you go. You know, 5 of Cups, I have to point this out all the time. We get 5 of Cups all the time. It is one of our minor cards. For us, it's what you call normal, okay? You just don't get lost to it. You can either choose to move forward in the sense of sadness and parting of ways with this, or you can choose to celebrate. You know, if I were you, I'd choose to celebrate because there's still much more to drive towards or look forward to. So keep that in mind, yeah? Okay? The Chariot is a very forceful sense of nature here in terms of movement. You move wholeheartedly in one direction without stops or trying to compromise your route. You see what I'm saying? It goes, I go this way. So choose this way, choose that way, choose this way, but no stops. Okay? You can stop at the 5 of Cups and hang out there, but 3 of Cups, I don't think you want to. Okay? Because what happens when we subtract 3 from 5? We have a 2 remainder. You have other things to look forward to and celebrate. A little bit of the regret, a little bit of parting of ways, but don't let that stop you. Okay? You have other things to look forward to. Okay, let's get some advice for you. Okay. Honestly, I know when it's time for you to move on, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel that. I know you're tired back here. You're like, this is why I'm exiting it. I know. I see your reasoning. I see your I see your feeling too. You know what you're consciously doing. You know what you're consciously pulling away from. And then therefore you also know what you're Christina, consciously entering into. It doesn't mean you're not going to miss it. You're going to miss your star. You put a lot of yourself into it. And that's how you know you tried. You can't miss something unless you tried. You know? So celebrate it. Like I say all the time, endings are beginnings. And they are. So celebrate that. Celebrate the hell out of that. You tried. You did more than. Okay? You have reasons to rejoice once more. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. The Sun, the Knight of Pentacles. See, I know you know what you're doing. I know you know what you're doing. I know, it's just our process. This is what we do. This is what we do. You're taking full responsibility for these decisions. You've already mapped this out. The Knight of Pentacles here suggests you've had a blueprint this whole time. You know what remember what I was saying about the Sun? I said people can choose the course of their happiness, or perhaps they're just open towards it. No, you are choosing the course of your next form of happiness. I told you, it's not just about what you're losing, honey. It's what you know you're putting yourself into, and yet you have been so carefully planning methodically for I don't know how long. It's time. Perhaps some of you are like, it's time to switch up. It's time to change up from my star to the Sun. Something simpler. Yeah, maybe you did what you needed to do with the star. And you're like, okay, I get it, but it's not a long-term sustaining vision. Now some of us just want to relax a little more under the Sun. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm talking about. You're on the right track. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You have a planned Sun in there, honey. Goodness knows how long you've been working on it. So by all means, part your ways with this. Thank you for what it was. Okay? You put a little good work into it. But also know when it's time to go. And move on. Not just go, but move on to other things that you know are there and they're waiting for you. It's beautiful. Okay? So a little bit of Five of Cups. Just don't get lost to it. Don't get lost to it. It's tempting. But then you'll come back here and then you'll realize, oh yeah, no, I am done with that star. I am done. Okay? It's time to move on to the Sun, which is a little easier, more relaxed. Okay? What's going on? We're retiring that star, I think. All right. Yeah, unexpected income. Not in my experience. Every now and again you get a $10 scratch off, you know what I'm saying? But the coin is gonna... By the way, you're going to have some unexpected coin out there in the future. And by that, I mean probably what I'm saying here is the structural contracts. Perhaps you can't see them just yet. But offers more work coming your way. Like I said, a large part of it's planned already by you. But there will be some things you don't expect. Unexpected opportunities, I believe. Moments to exchange hands. So contracts, greetings, it could open you up into new opportunities with other people and the connections you forge with them. So do keep that in mind. It will lead you to other things, okay? It's not so unexpected. But it just suggests more open opportunities that will bridge you into other things, okay? There's the stuff you know, right, that you've been planning, and there's the stuff you don't know. But they're good. They're benefits to what you're doing, okay? Okay, and some of you are the main guy, the main male, the head honcho, right? You don't have to be a male, but yeah, you could absolutely be. And that sense of, this is what I do, this is business, and business is good. Right? Some of you have that energy you're rocking. 1, 27, 38. Okay. Great fortune is attached to you. I know you're a smart cookie. I know you know. I know you know. I know you know. I know you know. This is going to lead you to things, honey. It's going to lead you to things. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you called your star. In other words, you know this has reached its shelf life. You know. Good. You can only know that unless you've been on it. So parting is such sweet sorrows, but you have the wealth of experience and the opportunity that it afforded you, and it put you in this position of understanding that it was time to move on from it. Okay? So, okay, I'm not going to lie. There might be a little bit of bonus money in here, additional add-ons, or very advantageous contracts in future. FYI. That's interesting. 27, 38, 1, and 26. Cards on the table. Okay. This process has started. But it's not yet fully complete until I see you kind of mourning it a little bit. Process with caution. Oh, you have done. That's what this... We don't leave too much to chance, you know. Sometimes we can have that fly by the seat of our emotional energy. This just feels correct all of a sudden. That's absolutely true. But for the most part, the Scorpio I'm looking at, you don't really mess around with your coin. That's a careful process for you. Yes. Okay. And on a foggy day, perhaps a foggy day was of influence to you. And then for some of you, an upcoming. Okay. Anything else? And 18 months. 18 months completion, 18 months wrapping up, or 18 months in the works or making. It's kind of hard to tell how long you've been planning this. I just know that you have been. Okay, and then the completion piece as well. What else here, please? If some of you are connected to partners, perhaps, I didn't see that here today, but if you are connected to partners, for some of you, your partners might have some bonus money as well. I don't know. An increase. All I can see is how you're transitioning though yourself. Goals and work. And it did get personal. It got very personal towards you for the end. Okay, we have the medallion of Taurus in the reverse, the keyword being the incentivizer. Yeah, you have a lot of incentive. You have a lot of incentive here today. Let's put it that way. We have the medallion of Virgo in the reverse, practical being the keyword. Some of you might have some really strong earth in your chart. Okay. That would make sense, regardless. STV, we have the zombie in reverse for becoming out of that sense of depletion, doing the same thing over and over again, zombie-like energy, because we're concerning ourselves with another form of the Ten of Pentacles, okay? So it's not like we're starting over. You're starting over with experience. You're shifting your energies into something that, again, will deepen the roots of what you already have in play, clearly. You'll be expanding your contacts, your community endeavors, really entrenching in it. So, you know, start knocking it out, honey. What can I tell you? Okay, and we have the wilted tulip. See, that's what I didn't get, that sense that there was partnership in here, you know. But wilted tulip, I don't currently see the romantic element at all. I'm not saying that your love life is a disaster. Well, maybe it could be, but that's not the point. I don't see that here today. I didn't. But yeah, just FYI, okay? Possibly no romantic interest at this time. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It looks like you're a little preoccupied. Okay? Okay. All right, you guys. Let's see, yeah, we got it. I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Pisces, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me, Pisces. What's going on for Pisces? Like always, take what resonates, leave what does not. What's going on? Show me, Pisces. Very good. Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Ooh, okay. The Empress, Ace of Pentacles, King of Wands. We went from shy, no, hell no, to full-on yes. I mean, that's a hell of a thing. Hold on. Eight of Swords, the moon and the sun. Sun and the moon. You want to know if this is a divine union? Well, okay, let me back up. Back up, Christina. I got to do that all the time. Back it up. Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. It'll be a hot day in hell before you catch me doing that, thinking that, extending that, investing in that. Not going to happen. I don't know how long we've had this particular attitude. It does feel shy. It's almost, it's a little scared, maybe, a little intimidated. The pages aren't able to do much, particularly with the Seven of Swords blocking them. So the Page of Swords already kind of admits to a certain level of helplessness, and the Page of Pentacles is a realistic investor, can start small. Absolutely. One of the best pages for that reason. Seven of Swords is like, nah, fellas, boys, just go take a nap. You don't need to be here. So Seven of Swords is a way of dismissing things. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to think about it. I'm not trying to participate for reasons unknown. It's just another form of mental stimulation that's negative, okay? That kind of prohibits us from really having our true thoughts come out and our true feelings come out. Because there's a sense of, I have to protect myself. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to think about it. Leave me alone. You see what I'm saying? And everybody does this from time to time. It's normal. But it's such a big smothering concept for such little guys, you know? There's a lot of smothering. And, you know, they can only really do their job if they feel encouraged a little bit. And the Seven of Swords is like, no, you don't feel encouraged at all. You hang back there. What's up? You know? Feels shy. Feels very hesitant. And then I jump on over here to magnificence. Magnificence. The Empress, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Wands. What the heck? What? We went from a really smothered Page of Pentacles to full-on Ace. Well, the Empress, the King of Wands. That's a bursting forth like I've never seen. So we went from I can't do this to confidence. All the confidence in the world. And I'm not saying it arrogant. What I'm saying, there's a big difference. So I don't know what gave you your booster shot. Again, it's not an accusation. I'll take it as one. I'm not trying to minimize what you're experiencing. I don't quite understand it, how we went from a seed that wouldn't even give me a wildflower to there's a whole field of roses and lilac and other beautiful smelly things. I knew I could do it. You see that where there's a bit of a divide. So I don't quite know how we went from. I'd have to clarify. This is what I'm intensely curious. I'm not gonna lie. I'd like to clarify. I can't because then anger from everybody else. But that would be a heck of a thing. The motivation's high. The Emperor, the Empress, empowerment, that sense of they got it all. That may or may not be true, but they suggest status, important person, you know. And now there's a full-on Ace here between these two. So it shows up in reality. I would love to know what got that started. I would love to know who threw that down. I would love to know the circumstances. I am so curious. Now we jump on down here. Eight of Swords. Okay, blindness, getting all up in our heads, feeling like we can't do anything. Here's the question. The moon and the sun. Christina, is it my moon and my sun? Is it my moon and my sun? Tell me it's my moon and the sun. Well, the energy here suggests, yeah, that they show up of their own accord, you know. But you're mentally at some point in the future, I don't know. It's like you're showing me really large clips of fast forward. Here's a little chunk, fast forward a lot. Here's this, and fast forward a lot. So you're saying, I don't know, Christina, I don't know if I'm convinced if this is my sun and my moon. So what's the sun and the moon in tarot? That's considered divine balance. It's kind of up there in the terms of thinking about what the Emperor and Empress represent when they're together. Divinity, and then the sun and the moon, divine balance. Okay? One with the other, as I always say. You cannot have one without the other. And those two suggest spiritual divinity, celestial bodies, high levels of compatibility in all the right ways, the yin and the yang, that kind of thing. You can't have one without the other. So, you know, you're like, I don't know if that's that. Well, no, you're not gonna. I mean, if we're caught up in our head about it, even if you feel it, you won't be able to feel it. You know, because that's, the Eight of Swords is a classic mind trap, guys. You know? So maybe let's remember how we started. That Seven of Swords and how smothering that was. It's going to have the same effect to when you start connecting to this person and what does that mean. It'll do the same thing if it kept your pages in check for I don't know how long. You know, imagine that Seven of Swords amplifying a little bit more and keeping you from really discovering for yourself if this is your divine balance, if it's meant to be. Okay? We can't experience it if we're trapped up in our heads about it. This is the piece that I trust because it's the real authentic selves reacting to each other in reality. This wouldn't be happening unless the both of you thought it was worth it. Okay? So maybe let's chill a little bit about the stress and the unknown anxieties for something we haven't even lived through yet. I don't want you to end up questioning something too deeply because then we'll end up rejecting it instead of feeling it. Is it here? Yeah, otherwise the suggestion wouldn't exist. You know, are you going to be able to hear it and feel it, not if your mind takes over. So remember the lessons of your little pages and how long they were back here being shy and not knowing what to do, and they had no room, okay? If this is meant to be, it should have room to express itself and trust it to unfold, okay? Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Hey. This is new. This is someone we've known, but we have such a high level of respect and desire for them that we stay the hell away. I don't know. That happens. That does happen. It really does. Okay. King of Cups, Two of Cups, the Empress. Whoa, oh, potato. Hot potato. The advice is, stop. Yes. You feel it. It's Empress. Oh boy. This is the VIP person, eh? It's either you or them. I don't know. It suggests empowerment, loving, generosity, really strong feminine energy that suggests I love and nurture and care for everyone. But only to those who I deem worthy. So we have someone who understands their sense of self-worth, what priorities are, and how to give generously. Okay? King of Cups, Two of Cups. The advice is love them hard. Love them hard. It's the same. It's equal. So who gets that rolling? Oh, honey, I am deeply curious about the circumstances for how that Ace of Pentacles gets dropped, because I don't know how these guys got through. Maybe it comes towards you. I don't know. I just know the advice is love them hard. It's what you feel. It's what's true. And by the way, they do too. So, okay. Courthouse 23, perhaps for some of you that is in reference to the vocation, yours, theirs, the officiousness of it, the officiousness, the delivery of the official papers, in that respect, putting something forward. Need a technical reason, legal reasons, 23, number 23, courthouse. A tulip, but high desire. Not everybody can access it. Again, the Empress. That sense that they are beautiful, they are on display, anybody can see them, but only very few are allowed to touch them. So it goes back to feminine grace, beauty, but also sexuality. It's basically these flowers get to choose the one who picks them. Number 30. Occupation. We know this person via their work, both hard workers. We needed a technical reason. Existing at work. I keep getting hung up on that courthouse thing. There's the message. At some point. We needed a reason to reach out. We needed a technical reason to reach out. We needed a technical reason to reach out. Something official. Something that can be said correctly, just so. Details. Number 7. Official letter? Is this a post letter? A telephone for some of you, but I keep looking at the documents in this person's hand. Is it a letter? Like a real letter? Oh, honey, those are so rare, so precious. Real letters are so precious. Something that's very thoughtful, regardless. It's not a quick message. No. At night what? within 6 months. Perhaps writing the letter, posting the letter at night. I don't know. That includes emails too. They can also be thoughtful and under these similar circumstances. But I did see, I don't know, I use wax seals. So that got my attention just in that respect of, I always associate wax seals always with formal letters. When I'm in that rare position of writing letters, I always use a wax seal. Just because it's fancy. Because it's fancy. Okay. I like my details. I always have. So there's some of you within this next 6 months. Very official. Within 6 months. I'm not saying 6 months is within. It could be anything from tomorrow to the next 6 months. Okay. Oh, so many letters. Yes. G, M, T, N. We have the Tree of Life, the Ten of Pentacles. Found it. And yeah. I know you two know each other via the environment, work structures. You have previously worked together. Because I'm seeing the technical reasoning for the letter writing. There's a sense of familiar. You know what this person does. They know what you do. You're both well rooted in your communities, respectively. You have common ground in that way. Okay, the arrow of Sag, timing to be right, striking home, saying just the right thing, something like that. Pegasus is in reverse, so Pegasus is that masculine energy that says, I can take off and master my own destiny at any time. We don't feel we can do that just yet. That's okay. We have the big masculine glasses right here. And is anything else? I think we covered it. Pisces, I hope this helped you. I mean, I'm not trying to give you shit. What is here is beautiful. I want you to have it. I want you to have it because that's how much you do. I want you to have it because it's right for you. I want you to have it because it's what you feel is correct. I don't know. There's something about this that you say you need weight in order to execute it. You need more weight. You need weight. You need the authority. You need the weight. You need the technical reason. You need the cover to present this. I don't know if you've gathered what you needed to present it. I just know that when you do, you'll be done so with confidence. And the fact that it's going well enough that you question the balance of it, the divinity of it, and then, I'm having to remind you, hey, get your mind off that, stay present in the energies, tells me that whatever it is successful. I don't know how you will deliver it. I just know that it will strike home correctly. Okay, and I do believe it's you, but it could be in reverse. I wonder when your ammunition, it is ammunition, that's not the right word. What are you looking for? What is that argument, that the technical reason for reaching out? Something this person's up to at work. Is that why you've been keeping such a close eye on it? You need more news. It's coming. Okay, that's enough. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Cancer, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Cancer, please. What's going on, please, for Cancer? Like always, take what resonates, leave what does not. Show me Cancer. Oh. Some of you not too happy right now. Let's give that another shuffle, shall we? I hope that's not true, but it does happen. Okay. What's going on? Justice. Two of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. What to do, what to do. Knight of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Strength. Six of Pentacles. The Knights of Swords. The Empress. Okay. I see you finding a solution. Perhaps you didn't think you'd arrive to one, but you are arriving to a solution. I see you trying to compromise with somebody. There is this sense of imbalance right now, particularly this feeling of lack of justice. Things aren't correct. It looks like perhaps in the 3D, we're not feeling so good about our current situation with somebody. The sense of imbalance at the spiritual level, not just the technicals and legals, but also feeling good about this overall on both sides is off. And it's been off for a minute with the Two of Pentacles. There is a kind of ongoing thought, feeling, and then real life experience how to keep this going and feel good about it. Ace of Wands. How do I keep showing this thing positive emotion, optimism, hope, enthusiasm, passion, you name it, it's been really hard. Trying to find that balance between being correct and feeling good about being correct. And one or both of you has been off in terms of that sense of feeling right about this. Okay? Sometimes it's really hard to maintain that sense of correctness and then still feel excited about it. Sometimes whatever the situation is doesn't get our best, and other times we try to give it our best, and it's tricky. It's tricky because it's a kind of a deep cinnamon. It's kind of a deep question for the Cancer I'm looking at. Trying to be fair to the situation and give to it and mean it, but it's not always easy. Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Strength. I see you marching forward, and there's this idea that I'm becoming more and more distant from this, and I know it. I know it. You do acknowledge it. It's not easy. It seems like the more we try to compromise with this, the more we compromise our feeling. And that's going to make anybody numb. Absolutely. And it seems like once we get done juggling one idea about what fairness and correctness is, something else comes up and it seems to reignite the issue all over again. And it gets numb. There are times when you feel like you honestly can walk away, and then you use strength to pull it back. Okay. Now you can either use strength here to push this away, which I don't see you doing, or continue to pull it towards you. That's what I see you doing for now. You're trying not to give in to this idea of walk away from this or completely emotionally abandon it. You're trying not to. It does exhaust you. I think you've tried to do the best job you can every day to constitute fairness to whatever this is. And it does look like it's a person, so let's talk about that. The Six of Pentacles, the Knights of Swords, the Empress. Someone here, in response to your effort to stay put, is trying to show more compromise with you, which is good. I don't know who this is to you. It's a situation with a person, again, the Empress could be anybody, someone whom we say is important to us. They have value. They have weight in our lives, okay? These are the people we assign voices. In other words, we listen to them that we're never supposed to. So this is typically where we get significant others, parents, things like that. So anyone whom you have a difficult back and forth relationship with, that you try to inject fairness. But it's often really hard to feel good about it. It just feels like you compromise yourself a lot. Am I right? But you try to keep it fair and see it as fair and feel it as fair. It's hard because I see how it numbs you down. And I bet the Cancer I'm looking at, you've probably tried to walk from this, get space from it, but then you pull it back with strength. Okay. And Six of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. I actually see that coming from whomever this is. The action's a bit swift for me. I would like to see more generosity and loving will that is associated with the Empress, but okay, we'll take it. It's a little swift, it's a little perfunctory, it's a little to the point. I wish they would use softer words and actions that, again, the Empress by all rights should be capable of, but they are doing their best, at least on the technical side of things in the 3D, to maintain their side of the balance and come in more to assist you as opposed to you always trying to correct for them. So that's good. Okay, that is good. I'm going to go ahead and take a guess that you, because I have that distinct feeling the Cancer I'm looking at, you feel more compromised, which means you have a tendency to give more. Okay? And to balance a situation, I have the feeling that balance for you means more often than not giving. But at the end of the day, you keep telling yourself it's more or less even or it's more or less fair. That numbness isn't coming out of nowhere. That's what happens when people overcompromise. Okay? But to your credit, you say, no, I can't. I'll give myself permission to walk away from this. I'm still here. This person must sense this to some extent because they're trying to show you more, at least in terms of meeting contractual obligations. So more help around the house. That would be my first guess. More leniency, more let me speak and act on my own behalf so you don't have to pick up my particular energies or slack, if you will. Let me try helping out more or giving you more assistance. I don't think it's a case of too little too late. I don't know who this is to you. So if it was a significant other, I would like to see less of the contractual, I'm showing up more. But let's say if it's someone whose opinion we value a great deal, like say our parent or a sibling, then it's nice to see that they're pulling more of their own particular weight, but I would still like to see more emotion behind it. Okay? But as far as I can tell, things are continuing on as they are for now. Whether or not we'll maintain this structure, I don't know, but I'm happy to see you're getting a little more back. Okay? Because frankly, it looks like you need it. Because I imagine you don't feel so appreciated. Okay? All right. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice, please. I heard someone very cynical say once, compromise just means you both lose. No. You have a very unhealthy sense of compromise. That means you didn't absolutely get what you wanted 100% of the time. That's not how partnership works. Partnership, by default, if it's healthy, has to have some level of compromise. So no, it's where both people relatively win and understand how to appreciate each other's side a little better. Okay? And then you still win. Otherwise, you will never keep someone in life if you don't know how to give and you don't know how to take appropriately and know when how to ask. Okay? So no, I don't think that's it. But there is absolutely something to be said to over-compromising because it's a deteriorating effect. So neither extreme is ever good. You want to be in the middle. Don't over-compromise and don't under-compromise. You need to exist somewhere in the middle. All right. Let's get some advice, please. You got to know when to bow your head and say, yep, I understand. And there's other times you have to know when to hold your head up and say, you know what, this is true for me. I hope you can see that. Okay? Three of Pentacles, the Knights of Wands. Okay. And the High Priestess. You have a feeling here that there is an enthusiasm, bare minimum, for a friendly cooperation. Okay? You can still feel that in some way, a Knight of Wands, for yourself and then from the other person. It's not a lot, but you can still feel it there, the willingness to try. Okay, underneath it all. Depending on the context of this person in your life, you need to ask yourself, intuitively speaking, if the willingness to try is enough for you. I'm glad that they're giving a little more. So, do keep in mind, you're going to have a situation soon where it feels like you've won the battle, but are you more like in a war? In which case, a couple of Three of Pentacles, intuitively you feel good about it. But is that necessarily the long-term sustaining structure or effort that you're looking for? So just be aware of that, please. I really don't understand what the relationship context is. I just see how you kind of tend to deal with it on a fairly consistent basis. So perhaps that's all you needed, right? Intuitively, you feel on the inside. That's all I needed, was a little more effort on your part, and I feel good again. Okay, I want to go back to this original point. We do this often, to the point of burnout. Okay? Because I think you're right. Intuitively, you are correct. You are going to feel a little bit more can go a long way. How long is that going to stretch out, though? Okay, so just, can we maintain? If they agree to do a little more, can they maintain that? So just be mindful of it, please. That's the real effort there. Saying yes or no or rectifying a situation is easy when it's done. Maintenance is always the hard part. Okay? FYI. There's the gift. Gift of abundance, more generosity, giving more, doing more, something like that. Number 17. Gift of the heart between these two. Swans, community. Oh, interesting. Okay, a little more recognition. A little more, okay, yeah, there's the deprivation. Okay. We're a little more appreciation from the person who's closest to you. Okay, because I can see your community is likely important to you. The Ten of Pentacles. But a little bit more generosity of the heart, which I was talking about. That's one of the Empress's signature. Generosity from the heart. A little bit more proof of love, and perhaps not just from this person, but from other people in your life, community. Okay. Other family members, other friends. Sometimes it feels like you do all this for nothing, and that you're left wanting. Okay. So again, guys, it's not enough to be like them, they, the other. What are you allowing to happen that you overcompensate? Okay. Look into that. Because we have, I want more generosity of someone important to me, but also, there's other people in here too that perhaps take you for granted. They don't tell you that you've done a good job and mean it. Or say that they're proud of you or something like that. It's bad enough when somebody close to us slacks on that. It's just as bad, you know, when other people in our lives kind of take it for granted. So again, maybe stop allowing that to happen. Stop overgiving. Withdraw a little bit. I see you're showing me the strength to stay in there, right? But I think when you pull away, it signals this person to do a little more. Which I'm not encouraging to do that as a regular tactic. What I'm saying is I'm encouraging you to express your needs more. Okay? Don't use tactics. That's manipulation. I'm saying use your words more. And if they don't honor those words, that's the problem I'm talking about. For some of you, last March was important to some of these concepts I'm speaking to. For some of you, upcoming March. Okay? For others of you, March just might be a very important reference on your timeline. Within 3 months. Okay? And for some of you, perhaps the last time we felt this was last March. And perhaps the next episode is within 3 months. 3 is an important here. Also hearkening back to the Empress Energy 3. Okay? FYI. All right. We have the Medallion of Scorpio. You might have some strong Scorpio in your chart. Could be connecting to one. J, P, the letter L, and the zombie. Feeling very, very stuck, mechanical. Okay. Again, we want to stop doing this. I know that numbness feeling is here. And I think you're showing me strength of will to stay put. But that doesn't mean you feel better. Okay. And if they agree to do more, make sure it maintains and stays that way. Stop overgiving, stop overcompensating. Okay? You're a water sign, honey. I know you act from the heart. You want to make sure everybody's taken care of, and your work reflects that. But if you are not seen to, you cannot do what you do. Okay? If it's not given back to you, how can you possibly continue to maintain the same standards? Okay. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Hey guys, just a random outro before I forget, and I will. I had some folks ask me, and it's a good reminder because I'm wearing this today, where I got this particular peacock pendant. Cool. Yeah, actually that is World Market. I like going there. but I will get myself into trouble. So I I have to limit my experiences to World Market. But actually, several of the things that you see here today have come from there. So it's a really cool place. They do international foods, goods, imports, things like that. So yeah, everything from jewelry to some furniture to some foods. It's a little bit of this, that, and the other. But yeah, I'll go in there and get in trouble though. But just to point out, like this thing, the light holders here, that came from World Market. The lotus flowers, I have several coffee cups that have come from there. Some jewelry pieces. Gosh, what else? And then every now and again I'll go in there and treat myself to some chocolate from Switzerland or just something like that. I will get into, I can only go there so often because seriously, especially the tableware and the cooking stuff. Oh my God, I will get into so much trouble. Seriously, you guys, I do like their glassware. A lot of their tableware is pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, just thought I'd answer that really quick. So, World Market, you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care. Be well.